guys, and welcome back to Mika Reacts and Reviews, a react and review to things on the internet. Same day, same shirt, different video. And today we're going to be returning to George Carlin, and we're going to be reacting and reviewing his video called Child Worship. So the last couple of videos I did of George Carlin, I didn't agree with a lot of what he was saying about masculinity and feminism and stuff like that. If you want to see those videos, I have a comedy playlist. All of my comedy, including George Carlin, is on that playlist. But like I said, I'm an adult and I can disagree with people and still like them and enjoy them. So we're going to be returning to this video on child worship and see how me and George Carlin jives. Alright, so if you like these type of videos, please like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that button to get the notifications when I do upload. Oh, that really does help with the algorithm, guys. And if you'd like to support this channel, you can donate. My PayPal me link is in the description box below and also in the comment section. It helps, but you don't have to. You can just like, comment, and subscribe. And if you do donate, feel free to put a request of a reaction in your memo section if you choose to, but if not, just sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Oh, and I forgot to mention that this was uploaded 13 years ago, has 5.6 million views, and 71,000 likes, including my own. Alright, here we go.
Yeah, it's all bullshit, folks. It's bad for you. It's all bullshit. That's what you have to remember as you go through life in this country. It's all bullshit, and it's bad for you. Now, speaking of parents and speaking of bullshit, two ideas which aren't always mutually exclusive, by the way. I'd like to mention a special kind of bullshit that has taken hold in this country in the last 30 to 40 years. It's a form of bullshit that really only can be called child worship. It's child worship. It's this excessive devotion to children. I'm talking about today's professional parents, these obsessive diaper sniffers who are overscheduling and overmanaging their children and robbing them of their childhoods. Even the simple act of playing. Even the simple act of playing has been taken away from children and put on mommy's schedule in the form of play dates. Something that should be spontaneous and free is now being rigidly planned. When does a kid ever get to sit in the yard with a stick anymore? You know, just sit there with a fucking stick. Do today's kids even know what a stick is? You know? But you know something, a kid shouldn't be wasting his time with a stick anyway. If he's 4 years old, he should be home studying for his kindergarten entrance exams. Do you know about that shit? Oh, they have them now. Yeah. There are places that have kindergarten entrance exams. The poor little fuck. The poor little fuck, he can barely locate his dick. You know?
Alright, I'm gonna stop there. I agree with that, what he's saying, that the overly scheduling your kid, trying to construct them to be exactly what you want them to be, so you put them on these classes, and you put them on these programs, and you just don't let them be kids. But I feel more of like, even when he was like, even playtime, like why can't playtime just be playtime? I feel like also in the West we're really overly protective over our kids, but sometimes in all the wrong ways. Like we're overly protective in not letting them go to the corner store and buy their own candy, but we're underly protective of them, of what they're actually consuming on TV and music and technology and stuff like that. I spoke about this before, like I'm totally against the whole helicopter parenting. I'm so totally against the bulldozer parenting, when you try to bulldoze every obstacle out of your kid way, and I'm totally against the attachment parenting. I think it spoils kids, and I think it raises people who are extremely entitled and extremely inefficient and unaccountable and irresponsible in their lives because they've had someone take care of everything always. They, especially with attachment parenting, they grow up to be weird adults who have weird attachment issues. They grow up and have weird codependency relationships, and that's also with kids who are abused. So I just think that type of parenting just ruins adults. So I do like the idea of just letting kids be kids. Stop trying to ram your beliefs and your agendas down their fucking throats and let them be kids. Yes, you raise your kids in the best of your ability and the formed likeness that you think they should be. Like, you teach them about your religion, about your morals, or what's right and wrong, but you should also give them enough space to develop their own personalities of who they are as people, but not too much where you're not parenting them yourselves. And I'm also like against the whole like free parenting when you just let your kids raise themselves, because like, then why did you fucking have kids? Like, if you don't want to raise them. Some of the reasons why we have such like weird, you know, the millennials and the Gen Zers are just, in my mind, failing at a rapid rate. It was because of the parenting, the culture of the type of parenting that a lot of millennials and a lot of Gen Zers grew up with. Anyway, I'm going on a tangent. I apologize. All right, let's get back into it.
You know, and already he's being pressured to succeed. Pressured to succeed for the sake of the parents. Isn't this really just a sophisticated form of child abuse? And speaking of that, speaking of child abuse, speaking of child abuse, next up, grade school. Grade school, where he won't be allowed to play tag because it encourages victimization. And he won't be allowed to play dodgeball because it's exclusionary. And it promotes aggression. Standing around is still okay. Standing around is still permitted, but it won't be for long, because sooner or later some kid is going to be standing around and his foot will fall asleep and his parents will sue the school and it'll be goodbye fucking standing around. Yeah. Now, fortunately, all is not lost. All is not lost, because at least we know that when he does get to play whatever games he is allowed to play, the child will never lose. We know he'll never lose because in today's America, no child ever loses. There are no losers anymore. Everyone's a winner. No matter what the game or sport or competition, everybody wins. Everybody wins, everybody gets a trophy. No one is a loser. No child these days ever gets to hear those all-important character-building words, "You lost, Bobby. You lost. You're a loser, Bobby." They miss out on that. You know what they tell a kid who lost these days? You were the last winner. A lot of these kids never get to hear the truth about themselves until they're in their 20s. When their boss calls them in and says, "Bobby, clean the shit out of your desk and get the fuck out of here. You're a loser. Get the fuck out of here." You know? Of course, Bobby's parents can't understand why he can't hold a job. In school, he was always on the honor roll. Well, what they don't understand, of course, is that in today's schools, everyone is on the honor roll. Everyone is on the honor roll because, in order to be on the honor roll, all you really need to do is to maintain a body temperature somewhere roughly in the 90s. But we shouldn't be worrying about how he's doing at school because, you know, come summertime, he'll be off to camp. Yes, he'll be off to camp, but not to swim and hike and play softball. No. Today's child will be sent away to lose weight. He'll be sent to fat camp, or violin camp, or ceramics camp, or computer camp, or leadership camp, whatever the fuck that is. Leadership camp. Isn't that where Hitler went? Specialized, structured summer camps. Gotta keep the little fucker busy, don't they? Gotta keep the little fucker busy. Wouldn't want him to sneak in a little unstructured time in the woods. That wouldn't be any good. God knows he might start jacking off. Now, all of this stupid bullshit that children have been so crippled by has grown out of something called the self-esteem movement. The self-esteem movement began in 1970, and I'm happy to say it has been a complete failure. Because studies have repeatedly shown that having high self-esteem does not improve grades, does not improve career achievement, it does not even lower the use of alcohol, and most certainly does not reduce the incidence of violence of any sort. Because as it turns out, extremely aggressive, violent people think very highly of themselves.
All right, stop it there. I totally agree with him. Actually, I wouldn't say that it creates children or people with high self-esteem. I would say it creates breeds human beings that have a high sense of entitlement. And honestly, if you want to help your child develop high self-esteem, high self-worth, confidence, you actually allow them to struggle and win. For example, there was this father who would race his kid, and his kid was like 4 or 5 years old. So obviously the father, without even trying, beats the kid each and every time. But he wanted to help his kid build self-esteem. So instead of just letting his kid win straight out, he would beat his kid over and over and over and over again, encouraging his kid not to give up and just keep trying. Hey, to work harder, exercise, run more. You'll get there. You'll beat me one day. And slowly he started kind of like backing up to allow his kid to gain more steam, so he would be encouraged to keep trying. And eventually he did let his kid win. But that was after allowing him to fail over and over and over again. The feeling of winning after you tried so hard is a lot better than someone just giving you the win. And that is what builds self-esteem. That is what builds self-worth and confidence. Someone sucking and then trying their best and then winning. Because now they see they have the ability. If I put the work into it, I can do it. Not then someone just gives it to me because I'm there. Someone just gives it to me because I'm black. Someone just gives it to me because I'm a woman. Someone just gives it to me because I'm gay. I actually worked for this. And so I actually agree with that. And he talked about earlier the whole the bulldozing parenting, trying to knock all the obstacles in the way to the point where if your kid's standing and his foot falls asleep, you want to sue the school. That's, again, something I'm completely and utterly against. I'm not saying that things can't be approved, but like human beings like to do, we just always take things too far. And this whole, I forgot what he said, but the sensitivity courses and stuff like that. Like someone mentioned before, like in China, kids are learning robotic engineering, and in America, kids are learning about pronouns and safe spaces. So anyway, I agree with everything he's saying. Let's continue.
Imagine that. Sociopaths have high self-esteem. Who would have thunk, huh? I love when this kind of thing happens. I love when these politically correct ideas crash and burn and wind up in the shithouse. The self-esteem movement revolved around a single notion, the single idea that every child is special. Boy, they said it over and over and over, as if to convince themselves. Every child is special. And I kept saying, fuck you. Every child is clearly not special. Did you ever look at one of them? Did you ever take a good close look at one of these fucking kids? They're goofy. They're fucking goofy looking. They're too small. They're way too fucking small. They're malapportioned. Their heads don't fit their bodies. Their arms are too weird and everything. They can't walk across the room in a straight line. And when they talk like I got a mouthful of shit. They're incomplete. Incomplete, unfinished work. I never give credit for incomplete work. Now, P.T. Barnum might think they're special, but not me. I have standards. But let's say it's true. Let's grant this. I'm in a generous mood. Let's grant this proposition. Let's say it's true as somehow every child is special. What about every adult? Isn't every adult special too? And if not, then at what age do you go from being special to being not so special? And if every adult is special, then that means we're all special, and the whole idea is all its fucking meaning.
Okay, guys, that was George Carlin, child worship. I agree with him on almost pretty much everything that he said. I'm also against the whole participation awards, which I did receive some of those when I was in school. Like, of course, your child is going to be special to you, to most parents. Some parents don't like their kids, but they don't have to be special to everybody else. They definitely don't have to be special to me. Yes, every kid deserves to be like protected and all that stuff, but like doesn't mean everyone's special. And maybe that's kind of where the idea of like equity came from, like instead of equality. It's like trying to deny the idea that there's always going to be someone better than you, taller than you, smarter than you, prettier than than you, more clever than you, more wise than you, came up from a better upbringing than you. There's always going to be someone better than you. So I wouldn't say someone is more special than the other, but someone could be more equipped for the position of a job or relationship or to run the country more than someone else. So yeah, maybe we should break the news to kids about that or a little bit sooner than later, before they get into university, become entitled uni kids. Anyway, that is it, guys. I know I ranted on a little bit too long in this video, but I had some stuff to say, and it's a commentary video, and that was a reaction. It was a reaction commentary. But anyway, if you like these type of videos, please like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell to get the notifications when I do upload. All of that really does help with the algorithm, guys. And if you'd like to support this channel even further, you can donate. My PayPal me link is in the description box below and also in the comment section. It helps me, you don't have to. You can just like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what you thought about this video. Do you agree with George Carlin? What was your parenting style? How did you parent, or how were you parented? Put it in the comment section below. And I also have a second travel vlog channel. I travel as a lifestyle, or I live abroad. If you'd like to know where I am in the world, you can go in the description box below and also in the comment section. Hit the link. Go subscribe to my travel vlog channel and or follow me on Instagram. My stories is usually what's most up to date, and you guys have an amazing day. Bye!